Texas Alliance for Life wants to recognize some of those pro-life advocates that really went above and beyond. Of course, every one of our members worked very hard on House Bill 2, and I know that Dr. Poorman will come and talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. But there are some members that we want to recognize. First of all, I want to recognize a woman who stood for hours and hours and hours and hours over not one special session, but 2 special sessions, fighting for the unborn. House Bill 2 was an unusual event in the Texas legislature, and I think we all truly saw the enemy, and it was not very pretty. But I'd like to welcome and recognize. These are out of order. And send to State Representative Jodie Laubenberg for her courageous defense of life during the 83rd legislative regular session and the first and second call session.
Thank you. This is a real honor, and privilege, and we're all in politics, obviously being in office, but this was not political. This bill was personal. This bill was one of the reasons why I got into politics, and so many of you out here, standing out here, is testimony to the fact that we do represent the majority of women who are going to be helped by this bill. And I want to thank you, and I want to thank my colleagues, who you'll be hearing from some of them, because we stood together, arm in arm. And as Davida said, the hours that we stood on our feet, we're not just standing there reading things, but getting all the arrows and everything else thrown at us. But what the other side may have intended for evil or to hurt women and babies, God used to wake us up in the pro-life community. So many of you have been standing out there alone on the front lines in front of these abortion clinics, and people were not really realizing the tremendous work that you are doing. I think people are beginning to see now the hours that you have been standing on behalf of the unborn and on the behalf of women. And I just got to be a part of that, and I am very grateful and I'm very honored. Thank y'all very much.